Hey, what's up, bro?
Let's go.
Look, man. I've heard this saying. We've probably heard it in the past, back in the day or whatever. But the saying "happy wife" is it happy wife, happy life?
Yes. Happy life, happy wife, happy life. Hey, they go hand
That-
in hand.
Is that saying you can't have a happy life if you're married unless she's happy? Is that basically what we're saying?
That's That's it. You don't believe by that? I
I
mean,
mean,
come
well,
on
what are
now.
your thoughts on it first? I'm gonna give you mine.
Isn't that
I'm gonna give you
scripture?
mine.
Isn't,
Guarantee.
isn't that scripture?
What is it, John?
hey, hey, hold on. Let's stop. Uh,
Ah! Go ahead, nephew. Go ahead.
all right. Well, with that right there,
Uh-huh.
we've heard that for many, many, many years. Um, and most men, usually older men, you will hear that saying, because let's go back to this. Okay, usually in a home, let's say the couple they married,
Hmm.
and the wife usually I'm saying runs the home in the aspect she know where everything is, and she know what needs to be done in that house. You throw your sock down somewhere,
Hmm.
she can tell you it's over there.
Hmm.
Where my tie at? I'm looking for this. You know where it's at, and she'll tell you. But when she's not happy with something that you may have done, honey, you didn't do that honey-do list. You know it could be miserable in that house. You're not getting your favorite meal cooked. You might not get the good gracious. So if your wife's not happy, then you could be unhappy as well. And, speaking from being married before, people will understand that. They will know that. That is a true saying. But is it correct? Is it correct?
You ready? So,
Let's go.
so why is it? And I used to do the same thing, when I was married too as well. Why is it that we are focusing on someone else's happiness? We can never control that. That's a never ending hamster wheel. You'll just keep going and going and going and going and going. There's no way that you will be able to satisfy a woman and make her happy. It's on her to make herself happy. She has to put herself in the right predicaments. She has to put herself in the right situations to make herself happy. It's not up to us. Being the husband, being the boyfriend, being the friend, the brother, whatever, right? Family member. It it's on the actual individual, because we can try this and we can continue to try this, but what'll happen is she'll be happy for a second. Do your little honeydew list. Go ahead and paint this, fix this. Then there'll be something else that gets her down. Then what? You see what I'm saying? Like if you
Yeah.
continue to do this, it'll never end because she'll never be satisfied. And that's with anybody. Nobody shouldn't make any. Nobody shouldn't be. How should I say this? Nobody shouldn't really focus on try to make anybody else happy. You can focus on yourself, and that in turns, if you're happy and you're bringing that same energy, that'll display on to her. What are your
Okay.
thoughts
I
about that?
see.
So you think we need to,
Well, I see your point.
because if we're just only doing that, what is she doing for us?
Well, if we're doing that, she's supposed to be doing everything that's
What?
gonna
But
make
but
us
there
happy
it
in
may
the
be
long
something that
run
she's
too.
not doing.
Yeah. But and okay, and that's
See,
what going with the saying.
keeps going and
That's
going and
what
going.
going with the saying. True, true. So I will say this. We're used to that saying. And we both done did that and tried to do that.
Hmm.
And what you said was correct because the happiness will last for a little bit, but then it's something
Yep.
else. And then it's something else. And I want the family to know, congregation, that instead of the happy life, happy wife, why don't both parties? We focus on the individual aspect,
Yes. I
and
agree,
then
I
we
agree with you on
together,
that.
and then we focus together, because we can say this,
What?
whether it be girlfriend, we want them to be happy. We don't want them to be in a state of um, frustration and
Mhm.
everything, because we can't have a good time. And maybe you've heard this, uh, and been with a partner for a good while,
Mhm.
and if they're not doing good, something's going on, they don't want to say anything about it, then it just brings you, it kind of affects your spirit.
Mhm.
It kind of affects you. And we shouldn't let it happen. But the truth is, we let it happen. Or I don't have time for this. I'm finna go,
Mhm.
or whatever. And then go in another room, don't deal. Or I'm finna go take a drive or something.
Mhm.
So we do want our partners to be at some state of, I know you always say peace,
Yeah.
but of just having some type of joy, because you can't do anything if this person is constantly upset about something.
If I'm at peace,
Yes,
if you're around me and every time you come around me, it's peaceful. It's not stressful. Don't you think that reciprocates to the actual individual that's around me? If my aura is peaceful and you come
yes.
around me, there's no stress, there's no craziness, there's no drama, it's just peace. Then you're in a good setting to get your mind correct and you don't have to worry about any stresses that's coming from me. So now your main focus is you. So your main focus is, hey, how do I become at that same state? Let me follow Cain's lead. Let me follow what he's doing. He's at peace because we can go back to the biblical if you want to, from God to Christ, and Christ to man, man to woman, woman to child. So if it's coming down from up above, and I'm displaying the same thing, then they should be able to feel that same energy that I'm giving. What do you think?
I think you just said a sermon now, preacher. But
Period.
yes, I like it. I like it.
I'm just
I like
saying.
it. And
So
I,
if we have that mindset, that will kind of slow things down because a lot of times we just go 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 go. You know, and when we go like that, it we don't focus on what we really need to focus on. So what that means, things get left out. People get upset. You didn't do this, blah, 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 blah. And then it's an argument, right? So and it goes on and on and on. But if you have that peace in mind and you bring that home, the man brings the peace home and the woman has that same energy, it's a peaceful environment.
well, Kane, I'm gonna go tackle this in a different aspect
Go
too.
ahead.
With that saying from back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
um, and we'll see it. Usually the lady, the wife, the woman,
Mm-hmm.
she outlives the man. Going from the baby boomers and all of that,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the man would work, work, work,
Mm-hmm.
and to hopefully, with that saying, keep his wife happy. And he'll do back breaking work
Mm-hmm.
and everything. His health is not. Usually the man did not go to the doctor. Usually the wife was, hey, you need to go see a doctor. No, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Until now he finds out something preventable, and now he has some terminal illness. So with that saying, that happy wife, happy life, I don't agree with that saying anymore. I want us both to be together, but saying that saying from back in the day, the man will work himself and then he's passed on because he's trying to provide, he's trying to make her happy and trying to do those things. But the consequences of that, those actions,
But you see, you just explained a scenario back in the day where the husband or boyfriend, whatever, right? He's doing all of these things to make someone else happy, and he's not at peace. And in turn, what happens to him? He leaves early. He leaves this earth early
Yes.
or whatever because of all the stressors. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So you look at it
It-
like that. The I think another thing is, and you can tell me your perspective on this. Um, should we work on relationships?
yes. Most definitely. I think even when we're married.
Hmm.
Now let's go into this. Gentlemen, talking to the guys right now, you know, with your girlfriend or wife, it doesn't matter, okay? Because we know, and I hear this, whatever you did to get me, you need to continue to do that. You dated her when y'all started off. Now she your girl. She your main girl. She your wife. Now, you still gonna have some date nights. You still gonna have to put in some of the effort. That's just the truth right there. You still do a surprise every whatever it took for you to get
But my question,
your what
is, should you have to work on a relationship, not to continue to do the same things that you're continuing doing that you always been doing? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about,
see.
should you have to work on the relationship? Meaning,
And I already
when
oh
things
no
are
no no
going downhill, we need to see what we can do to try to make things work. And why is it going downhill? That's the first found the foundation of why is it going downhill. And then you're like, okay, now that I see this going downhill, now I need to work on this. I need to go to counseling. I need to do this. I need to do that just so it can make it work.
Kane, my answer is yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Cap all caps.
okay.
And I know what your answer is gonna be. So tell the people. Go ahead, because I know your brain too. Go ahead. My answer is yes.
Okay. So you saying yes, yes, you should work on it, right? Do you think that if you had actually been with the right person and not taken any, how should I say this, settling, if you were settling because you were okay with X, Y, and Z, whatever, right? But now it has gotten to a point where you're not cool with X, Y, and Z. You're not cool with those traits anymore. You were cool at first, but now you got to work on it. Now you got to work on the whole relationship and try to let me deal with it. Why put yourself through that? Why put yourself through something that you will have to work on?
Well,
Because everybody have their traits and they do things a certain way. You can't change people. It goes both ways,
right.
male and female. You can't change them. So either you like them how they are, or you just don't. Or there's a gray area. You're saying there's a gray area that we need to work on because they're not going to change.
Well, I
They're
will
not
say
going to
this. I
change.
will say this. Well, in relationships, okay, sometimes you have to work. Okay. Just like you have to work in life, life can be going good. The relationship could be going well. And then you hit a bump, whatever that bump may be. And then if y'all say you're dedicated to me, I'm dedicated to you, you may have to put in a little work. I know
When you
you
say
say you
work though,
don't.
but when you say work, what
Yes,
are you saying? Yeah, give
whether
me an
it may be
example of something
okay
for the people.
for the people,
Yes.
whether it may be some counseling. How did we get to this state? Or you two actually having a open conversation? What's going on with you? I noticed this.
Give me an example, bro.
I, you noticed this
I want
about
you to
me.
be
Having
I
that
want you to
open,
be like with the people, with the congregation, man. Just give me
then
just a dry example of something that a couple will go through and he or she needs to work on.
okay, let's do this. Okay, couple been together for a little while, and now they made whatever step they need to do, and now say they got to now they have a joint bank account.
Okay. Now we're back.
But now he
Okay.
sees now, yes, okay, and that's gonna come with marriage or we're about to get married, something like that. Okay.
Hmm.
Not just for no girlfriend I just met. No, we're not doing that. But now you find out, oh, she like to spend a lot of money. Or he likes to buy you should already know he a gamer or whatever, but he's
Bro, you
spending
just
this much number.
you're talking about
You should
things.
already know this.
Yes, you're talking about things that you already were exposed to. If they were spending
Yeah, I
that
said,
money on crazy things, like, handbags and games and shoes and whatever, right? If they were doing that, they were doing it before y'all had a joint account. So now you
but
want
you
to
didn't
work
know
on it.
that.
How you didn't
Yes.
know that? You're
But you
around them.
but you didn't know
You
that.
didn't know. You
No,
didn't see what they're wearing.
most guys look, most guys, and I'll say this a lot, most guys not paying attention to purses and all those things and know how expensive they are. That's valid right there.
No.
A lot of men don't know how expensive these
I don't
purses
know.
and
I don't
accessories
think
that these
you
women.
gotta give us
Yeah.
some credit, man. You gotta give us some credit. We ain't ignorant around here.
Not, I'm not
We
saying
know,
we
we
ignorant.
know what high dollar items are, man. We know if
Yeah.
we see Gucci,
You're
we
not paying
know.
attention. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We
You didn't know
know.
she had you didn't know she had 4 or 5 Gucci purses.
Yeah, you
Or
noticed it.
if an
Well,
example,
that's
an
where you get to
example
know
of
the
look,
person. That's why you
yes.
get to know the person.
No, 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 no. But you won't know everybody's spending habit. Come on,
I
stop.
ain't
We
say
all have
every little
some type of
spending habit, but
secrets.
you know about the
Yes.
bags. This ain't her first bag that she
It don't have to be bags. It could be shoes. It could be something else. But look,
whatever. If
let's
it's
go into
shoes.
this point. Let's go into this point. Like I just
Go
said,
ahead, man.
you're in this relationship and y'all were all over each other. And it's been like that. It was always good, good. Now you're hardly intimate. Does that not require some work? And work would be talking about it. Work would be going to a counselor. What is going on with you? Now the intimacy level is basically dead. And we hear that in relationships, in marriage.
Why
We used to
does
be
that happen?
highly active.
Why does that happen?
I don't know. That's where the work goes in. That's when you have to work. I know you just don't agree with the word work and relationship supposed to be something where it's peace. It's not going to be peaceful all the time. Can I get a little clap like that? Can I get some? Can I get a horn? Because it's not going to be peaceful. Life is not peaceful all the time.
Mhm.
It's not. So what do you have to say about that?
One thing that I've learned, from being in
Mm-hmm.
previous relationships is to pay attention and not just be there and not just be,
Okay.
oh, I'm the person that's paying for this. I'm the person that's doing this. Because beforehand, yes, of course, I was just, whatever you say, whatever, not really paying attention,
Mm-hmm.
not really paying attention, and that was my ignorance, right? And I'll chalk that up. That's okay. It's okay. But now I do pay attention. I pay attention to the little things because
Mm-hmm.
it's all present. It's all present with me. It's right here in my face. So I'm gonna deal with it right then and there, right? But I don't see if you have to, like when you go to the job and you got to work, right? You got to work with different people with different attitudes and all of that. When you come home, you shouldn't have to work for your relationship. Your relationship should be a place where you have the sanity and the peace, where you come home and you don't have anything that's outside of the norm because you guys have been together. Y'all know what's what. I understand people grow. I understand people mature or whatever, but you
Yeah.
knew about the immaturity beforehand. And you just kind of looked aside, gave it a side eye, like, she'll get out of it. Or she's saying he'll get out of it. Maybe he's a late bloomer. Maybe she's a late bloomer. Whatever. Now
Mm.
you're working on to get her to change. It's not easy for her. It's not easy for him. Right?
I agree with you on that.
So
Yeah.
I know we can't change you can't change anyone. So I know that's what when you go to therapy and when you go to these different places or whatever, man, and even your pastor or whatever, you sit down, you talk. Yeah, you do these things to change a party, or maybe both of you guys have to change and come to that ground medium or whatever. But if you were paying attention from the beginning, I don't think you would be in the predicament that you're in now. That's just my perspective of it. I get people change, And if they do, then yeah, you have to deal with something like that. But I don't think I think that's the exception, not the rule.
Okay, I got a question, congregation.
Mm.
So, and this is for Cain, since
Yeah, everybody's
every,
against me, man. Everybody's against me.
no, I don't
But
want
go
you to
ahead,
think
go ahead,
that.
go ahead.
So, if the partner, if your partner, she, let's say, breast cancer or something befalls her, and now that changed the dynamics of the intimacy.
Hmm.
It'll change her. It could possibly, change her mental dynamics on how she feels about herself. And now the intimacy is basically no more.
Hmm.
Do you work on that? And that will require some
I
work.
don't know about working.
You do.
I don't know about working. I would say, you just change. Just because you change gears and went to a different gear or you went a different direction, don't mean it's work. Why does it have to be work? So when people think of work, it feel like it's a challenge. It's something that I got to do to change something. We don't have to change anything. We have to adapt to the changes. Meaning, yes, she's sick or whatever, and now you have to take care of her. It's not work. It's love.
Hmm. Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna say give him a hand clap on that. And just because he said that, that's great
Yeah.
what you said. But
Uh-huh.
I think you just don't like that word work.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like that word work in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna have to double down
Mm-hmm.
and say to be in a successful relationship, marriage, sometimes you're gonna have to put in that work because and if you could say that work could be changing gears. So we didn't use the word work, but you might have to change some gears for real on that.
Okay.
That'll be my.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I get it. I get it, man. Look, and I don't
No,
want to beat a
the
dead
biblical.
horse. Hey, in the comments, y'all, let us know. Let us know. But should you have to work on a relationship? And I know I'm going to be ate up, but hey,
Yeah.
should you have to work on a relationship? And also, the other
Yeah.
question is it really a happy wife, happy life? Is that really a thing?
No.
You know, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know how you feel, and we'll respond back and keep this conversation going after this. Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you, brother. You can work if you want to.
Yeah. I just put in a little bit. Come on.
Yeah, put in the work. It
Little
should be
push up,
easy.
little jumping
Hey,
jacks,
hey,
you
look, it
know.
should be
Hey,
easy. It should come easy. It should come
a
easy. But if you
couple
got to
a
work
couple
for it,
that works together stays together through the thick and thin, through the fire and brimstone.
all right.
Yes.
I do it. We need to put somebody on here that has been through the quote unquote work and just to get their honest opinion about it. That would be cool.
Oh,
I think that'd be cool.
that would be good.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Just to
right.
hear about the work that was placed, because I would definitely just ask them a few questions. But hey, look,
Okay.
hey, you guys, if we got Cash App, we got all these other platforms, man. In the description, we always talk about what we talk about. So just give us a shout out in the comments. All right. We'll see you next time. That's the uncomfortable truth.
And
Hey,
before we leave,
baby.
and congregation family, if you want to chat with us or maybe try to get on here and talk with us about a topic, hit us up. Hit us up. Be serious about it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll bring you
I
on.
think
Oh,
so.
yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. You cool with it. We all cool with it. Let's make
Yeah.
it happen. For sure.
All right.
All right. We'll see you next time. Hey,
Roger that.
baby.
Let's go.
If you don't want to see us, but you want to just listen to us, we on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, all of them. All of them.